All right, good morning. Let me just get all of this updated and we will get started. Oh, I slept on my neck wrong. It is hurting. All right, good morning. Let me just, a couple more things. Got to get the old control room popped up. I just posted some news ride. Oh, man. If we can catch this bottom, it's going to be great. It got downgraded to $5. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just making sure that the chat's working and we're here. All right. My name is Darkpool Algo. Thanks for joining me this morning on this Wednesday, June 9th, 2021. And we are going to be looking at some stocks that have a higher than likely chance of making a move to the upside. Oh man, I didn't sleep too good last night. My neck hurts. All right. I had some requests coming in. First, I want to go over the morning updates and more meme stocks rallying today. GameStop has earnings, so keep an eye on that. Oil is inching higher. Crude is above $70 a barrel, which sucks for us because that just means that gas is gonna go up. And I hate it when gas goes up. Other earnings: Campbell's and Love have earnings before the bell, and GameStop has earnings after the bell. I just saw something about TLT. TLT is at a level to where if it breaks this level, it's going to be bullish for tech, so that is good if you're into tech. We're going to look at that in a minute. Other news of importance: Target raises its quarterly dividend by 32% to 90 cents. That's a huge dividend. It gets paid out, 4 times a year, right? That's $4 a year. That's a big deal. That's per share. So I'm gonna look at Target for maybe some movement off of that, as well as what was the other one I wanted to see? I think that was it for right now. News is posted in morning updates. Tiger, FSLY, SFT. Tiger. Yeah, that was there. So Tiger announced a secondary offering for, I think, $7 a share. Where did I see it? Oh, there we go. Tiger, 5 million share secondary priced at $24.50. So hey, Bags, make sure you check the news on that. Let me just respond to him real quick. Tiger secondary offering at $24.50. All right. So yesterday was an interesting day. I got to meet some new people. It's just amazing where you can find people that are interested in the stock market. So met a new guy. Let him know that I streamed every morning, and he asked for the username. So hopefully he joins us. Yeah, dude. Big shout out to Brendan. Man, that dude's on it. So, all right. On my list to look at, I want to look at Be Big, Ride, AHT, Lemonade, TLT. I did a deep dive on about 14 stocks using the algorithm last night. So if you haven't looked at it yet, go check it out. I'm going to throw these on right now just to see what the algo is doing with Ride. All right. How to request for SFT. SFT, we got a little bit of bearish divergence in that price is just separated from the algorithm. The algo it was trading with price. It just separated. The algo is flat-ish, which means it's consolidating. Look for potential pullback to support before the next move up. That's on SFT, right? Big chunky mover. Yeah, we're right at that level where there's on the daily where there's that downtrend, right? So it looks like if it breaks that 853, we can move up to the 200-day at 922. It looks as if though it does need to pull back a little bit. It's kind of just neutral-ish. We had a daily squeeze just fire off. That's positive. It's, let's see, positive and increasing MACD, increasing stochastics, increasing RSI. We're yellow on our 10x bars, so just kind of neutral-ish, looking for a move. This is a good steady uptrend, right? So it popped and just kept going. Let me see what I can do as far as fib levels for you. Nope, that's the daily. Yeah, it's got this downward downtrend, right? This trend line, downward trend line. Last time it hit it, it rejected and came back down. So it's in a downward channel, but this looks like a nice reversal. I gotta go back way in time for fibs. All right, there we go. So going back to May 5th high, down to the low. That's not the low. That's the low there. So we broke above the 618, which means that this new, this run here, right, is going to be our extension. So we go from low to yesterday's high, back down to the low, right? It puts us, gives us a price target at 882, $9, and then 930. That 930 is that 200 SMA, so I'd be targeting 930. I'd like to see maybe a little bit of a pullback to 8 before it takes that next move up. All right. Yes, Ulta has been massive banger now. Oh, right. I did a good job this weekend on those. So as far as SFT is concerned, that's what I'm seeing. I know there was a request for that. Just look at it on the 1 minute algo. Yeah, it's just trading with price action all day. All right. A little bit of bearish divergence. It just needs to come back down and test support before it takes its next move up. All right, so there's some meme stocks that are going to go bananas. I want to look at, I like this DRI, this DR Horton. I think that's what oh, DR, I'm not sure what that one is. I want to look at 5 in real quick. This is our trend scanner that we have. It's pretty good. We have some bullish, so 5 in bullish divergence trading with price action. A little bit of uptrend support. Looks like we ran into some resistance, pretty significant. No block trades really to speak of. I'm trying to find some that have some blocks. So look, you can eat here, eyes, like all of these weird stock names, right? So there's here, that's Turtle Bay or Turtle Beach headphones, right? Eyes, which is some medical device company. Eat, which I don't know what it is. Play, right? Which is Dave & Buster's. So lots of interesting things going on out there. All right, so 5 in, it's got room. It's currently trading, like I said, with price action, but it is in an uptrend. This could be a little bit of a double bottom reverse. 163 seems to be pretty significant. I'm just going to pull it up over on TradingView. I'll throw up the Thinkorswim charts for in a minute. All right, so 39 minute, we sold off, we came back down, we hit something here. One interesting level, 153. Up, pop, drop, up. This might be a nice reversal. Oh, we hit the 200, right? We do have room to about 176 before we run into that downtrend support resistance. All right, that's also the 4-hour Cutland channel top on the daily. So 177, which is previous highs. If it has weeklies, I like 5.9. What was that? FIFN. I gotta start turning those alerts off. Oh, it's got options. All right, so let's look at this real quick. All right, right, so we bounced right off of demand zone. Up and down and up and down and up, right? I don't like that we closed below the 200 though. Yeesh. One second here. Pretty decently priced options, those 165s, if that's what we're looking to get to. That puts us right here. That's just a retracement to the 8. So if we're going to play 5-in, and we wanted to get to this level here, the algo's buying. We've got our market extension tool's bearish, but it's increasing. We need a reversal candle. I'm going to wait for a yellow reversal candle on the histogram, right? And this MACD to cross over, but we could definitely, I think we could definitely hit 165 by the 18th. So if I could get, I'm just going to visually watch that one. We've got a daily, 2-day, 3-day, 4-day, weekly. You know, we've got massive squeezes taking place. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. I'm just going to write that one down over here. If I see anything, I'll alert it in the group. I did not take an IBB. I was in some other stocks that I had to manage that day, but that was a super good call out. What's it doing now? Did it come back down to earth? Yeah, this. All right, so what I do like is there may be a play here. So we're in a 4-hour squeeze just fired off a couple days ago. So we're 4 cycles into the 6 to 8 cycles. We've got 2 more cycles on the 4-hour squeeze releasing. Market extension has still in a buy signal. If we can get our primary MACD to curl up a little bit, what I like is that it popped and it came back down. It tested the 200 SMA on support. We've got a green 10XR that just fired off, right? Which means that the trend has changed. We've got high volume and momentum. Daily, 2-day, 3-day, 4-day, weekly squeeze. Those are all going to fire to the upside because of the histogram color. We're currently at, so this 159.40 level, that's going to be our resistance point, right? Look at how many times it touches. There's this little itty bitty, can barely see it, supply zone right there, right? From 159 to 160. It's just a little bitty one, but it's caused some grief in the past, right? Even going back to here. So we can play 158 to 160 as a momentum play. Did it? Yeah, it's moving overnight. All right. So what happened is we popped that day, the BIB news. Right, we sold off, we came back down, and we tested the Keltner channel. 4-hour top, daily top, rising 200 SMA. We broke out above that. We're finally clear of our Keltner channels. If we can get above 159.32, let's just call it 160. I might have been off a little bit on that. So this 160 is a pretty significant level. Any break of that and it's going to move. We've just got the primary time frames now, or primary squeezes that need to come off and fire. But yeah, this looks decent. I'm going to keep an eye on it at the open. Like all of our moving, we've got stacked positive moving averages. We're outside of the Keltner channels, right? Nice strong uptrend. Bounced off the daily and maintained the move off of the daily from a fib level, from the high to the low. Right, we broke through the 618. Right, which gives us an opportunity to come up and test this 127 at 161. I do see some resistance at 159 and 160, so I may look at this a little bit more. I'm gonna keep an eye on it and see if I can get some sort of daily deal out of it. I've got it on the list, so all right. Ride. So I don't know if anybody knows what happened with Ride yesterday. They came out, they amended their report saying that they don't know if they have enough money to be productive. Beautiful looking truck. Like, that was the one electric vehicle I was looking at. Their truck is just gorgeous. I see a picture of it. Right. Truck. Oh, Lordstown. Oh, I don't want to pay for something. God, I hate it when they do that. Anyway, if you get a second, Google it. It's really nice looking truck for an electric vehicle. All right. Basically, that news hit yesterday, and it dropped them $5. They got downgraded today to $5. So look for potential. If it breaks out of the bottom of this 4-hour Keltner channel, look for it to go to the daily bottom, which is down here at like 750 or 8, right? Or it's going to maintain the 4-hour Kelt and move back up. So this is, we can move up or down with this play. So keep an eye on it. Clove is another one that we can look at. I don't really want to get into it, but I don't even think there's a chance to get into it. This is a parabolic move. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore that one. I want to look at Blink. All right. Let's go back over to our algo chart. And so Abibai is still, let's see. Have we played Abibai this week? We haven't. We should have been, because look, it's trading with price action. We've got some nice block trades as targets. It is a biotech, so that could be helpful. I want to look at Abibai. BA got some news this morning as well. All right, so some of these I don't know if we're going to be able to catch. AHT. There's a flag forming there. These are all pennings, right? BBG. Look for a bounce off that one. Abibai. All right, so we're kind of at a decision point, right? We sold off, hit the 50, retraced above the 21 and the 34, sold off and have basically double tested the 50 on the daily. Slingshot histogram, like slingshot squeeze is about ready to fire. Mid compression squeeze. Negative but decreasing MACD. It's curling, right? It's turning. I don't have a real strong buy signal on it yet, but the algo is showing us that we've got nice bullish divergence, and we've got some block trades that are going to come in as a magnet. Those 115s, right? It's a nice $3 move. It's got good options. It's got weeklies, right? Pretty decently priced. We need so if we can maintain support right here, the level that we're at, the 112-ish level, which is a 4-hour Kelt mid and the 382 retracement, look for a move to the 200, followed by the 618, followed by the 4-hour Keltner channel top at 113. All right, we could get those 113s for next week for $1. Might be worth it. Where's my scratch pad? Abibai 113 next week's. I want to look at Workhorse. It's got like a 30% short interest, and it's got volume. This might be a good 4-hour top blow off. So we can maintain this 1688 and our primaries curl around a little bit, a 5-minute squeeze just fired off. We may come down and test 1675 before the next move up. I actually want to look at Workhorse. I'm going to keep an eye on Workhorse today. Yes, definitely want to keep an eye on it. Nice move yesterday at the 4-hour top. If we can get these primaries and secondaries to curl a little bit, this can move. It's got a lot of short interest, so if we can get in early, especially a break of 18, right? We're gap filling to 27 and 30. Looks like an inside day. Yeah, so Workhorse, I'm gonna watch the open. And what I'm looking for, oh, come on. Big giant cup and handle, right? 15. Yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, these are pretty decently priced options. If it gets some wind beneath it, those 20s look pretty tempting. However, my risk tolerance lets me get up to the 17s or the 18s. So 17, 18 next week. All right, I hear a message coming through on the old chat. What do we got here? Oh, I misspelled that. FSLY. I want to look at that one real quick. All right, that was Abivi, FSLY. So Y. Oh, BA, sorry, and Bank of America. All right, so BA is squeezing. It's got a nice little flag that's formed on it. FSLY, the algo is curled down. We've got that $50 block trade that came in. Let me just mark this up for you. I thought it was going to sell off, but obviously not. I guess taking the internet down is a good thing. So a block trade came in right at 49.91. The algo is currently curled down. However, the uptrend is really strong. This may just be a pullback for the next leg up. I'm going to throw that on watch for the morning. Just want to look at these real quick. DRI, what is that? Other than a really cool punk band from the 90s, the 80s. Darden restaurants? Okay. So we've got algo divergence on DRI. We've got a block trade at 141.12 that may provide a little bit of support resistance for us. And what I like about this is that the algo, we got that divergence that just occurred. So maybe a little early on it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at this divergence here. So we got divergence, we got a block trade, right, from a long time ago. Look for potential pullback to support before the next move. I want to look at this one. I think we might get some movement on it today. My stuff got all jacked out of order. There we go. So we got Workhorse, DRI, Abivi, BA, and Bank of America. All right, so what do we do? Do we fall in? Yeah. All right, so with DRI, we got a 20-minute, 2-day, 3-day, 4-day squeeze has not fired yet. When those do, look for if we can get back above the 50. Look for this to move to all-time highs. We're still in that squeeze. This could be a run up into earnings on the 24th. I like this level here, 145 target. Looks like it's consolidated at 145 for quite a while. All right. Could be the beginning of a three bar play. So we've got 1, 2, maybe this is the third day coming up and testing previous highs. All right. Definitely it's range bound, that's for sure, but we can play the range. It's got $5 options, so these are pretty decent. I mean, they're liquid. We don't have any illiquidity. I'm looking for this to be a 3-bar play. So I don't know if we'll get to 145, but we can try. Oh, do you guys see that W pattern right there? That Wu-Tang pattern reversal? I do. All right. All right, so hit the 618. All right, we're pulling back to either the 21 or the 34. We still got some time. I'm going to try to grab the 18th 145s, right? Or possibly the 140s. I'm just going to see how these look at the open. So that was DRI 140, 145 next week. And the reason that is because of this bullish divergence that just started. With having this gap from 137 to 138, I don't want it to come back down and fill that gap before it moves up. So we really do need this little weird trend that started back here. Right, we need that kind of trend to uphold. If not, this one. So again, we may be a little early on it, but I like that the options are pretty liquid, right? There's a 20-cent difference, but it's a consistent 20-cent difference. We have good open interest, so if we get in, we can get out. All right, that's DRI. Let me just check Twitter to see if there's any requests. All right, let's look at BA. They had news. BA's already popped this week. The news was something about getting an additional concerns over production issues. Oh, come on. I think they just re-signed their contract with the Air Force for more money. Oh, you know what we have over here? In case you didn't know, we have this nice little search feature, right? We type in a symbol. It brings up everything that we've talked about in regards to BA. Where's that? There we go. BA seeks increase in 3.9 billion Air Force One fixed price contract. So that might, might get some movement. Looks like we got some signals going off here. Tilray and GRWG. All right, I like those guys. I'm gonna look at the algo real quick on them. Tilray's been kind of running all week. We might be a little late to the party on that one. Ooh. I like this grow generation. I've played it before. It moves well. We've got bearish divergence on Tilray. Tons of block trades. I'm going to drop it just down to the last week. 19 is the key level, breaking 19, and the algo is going to pull this back down. Right. This is bearish divergence. Currently, it's got a ton of blocks keeping it up. So in this instance, I'm going to throw a trend line up and let's see what happens. So right, you got this trend. That's a break off of that one. So potential pullback to 19. Like I said, if it breaks, for me, if it breaks this key level here, right? We've got block trade at 1903. Got a cluster coming in right here between 50 and 60, right? All of that's going to be support, a break of that support, and to where it's going to come back down. Bank of America on the lower left here. Tons of block trades, right? Just coming in. When you see it paint almost a perfect, a perfect line here, that's massive support. We do have a dark pool level that came in yesterday right at the 42.50, and that one came in midday. This is selling, right? Pretty significant selling here. So we got that block trade level and just caps locked myself. Ouch. Why does it always do this to me? Oh my god, it's so frustrating. Alright, so BAC, I'm going to do a real quick review on this real quick. It's a strong uptrend, right? The algos have been selling stack positive EMAs, like negative VWAP though, 60-day channel, 52-week channel, moves about $1 a day, right? We broke through the bottom of the Keltner channel, 4-hour Keltner, through the bottom of the 4-hour Keltner channel, right? This daily mid, if we break below that, then we're gonna just go ahead and call it down to the daily bottom at 41. So nice fade play. We've got no squeezes to help us. Our histograms are all red, right? We've got red 10x bars. So the algo selling, the 10x bars are selling, right? Our super trend is negative, right? Our secondaries are negative. Everything is really negative on this stock. So with the algos selling the way that they are, and it not being able to maintain the Keltner channel, the 4-hour Keltner channel, I would look to bring this down. Looking at Bank of America, this is obviously, oh my god, look at the interest in Clove. You guys see that volume just going bananas on Clove? Oh, it's crazy. I'm gonna look. Oh, these are dirt cheap. So keep an eye on any of these options for this week. I'm gonna look at the 43s. All right. Overstock has a presentation today, so they're getting some volume right now. Right, nice little pop. It's gonna smack into 95.50. May pull back and then run. If we can get yeah, look at that break. I should have paid more attention to this. Huh. Anyway, 3-day, 4-day weekly squeeze, nice light blue histograms, great beta, 92% of the 60-day channel, positive VWAP, moves about $5 a day. We already popped up, excuse me, we already popped up $2. Looks like we have, there's a presentation, there's an option 120, next week's 120s sweep near the ask at 50 cents. Right? Well, those are in the money. Wait a minute. Did I say 120s? Whoa. That's a big move. All right. So what I would like to see happen with Overstock is this. We're above the 127, right? We tapped it yesterday. We double tapped it yesterday. We've got the daily top that we're using as support now. If we can get above this 4-hour cut channel top at 95.50, look for a move to 98, and obviously 100 is a nice psychological level. These options are pretty cheap for this week, so a day trade on those would be probably, they're not very liquid. I'm gonna look at next week's. With 100 being a psychological level, there's a sweep on these 120s. $10 move puts us at 105. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on Overstock. All right, going back to BA, because that's what I've been trying to get to. I keep getting sidetracked, and I'll get to the Qs here in a second. All right, what do we got here? Bounced off the 618. We're riding the Keltner channel for 4-hour mid, just chopping back and forth between the 15-minute Kelt. We would really need to break above this 200 SMA at 253. Let me go to the 4-hour. Yeah, so we ran into the 618, came back down, tested support at the 50, tried to get above the 618 again, rejected. Just currently kicking in at 252 area. There's a 3-day and 4-day squeeze that might help us out. Our MACD crossed over. We're going back to neutral on our market extension. Our MACDs are curled, aren't aligned right now. This looks like chop, but we do have that daily coming in as support at 251. I like BA. I don't like seeing this rainbow effect on our histograms for the squeeze, which means everything's out of alignment right now. Even though from a technical standpoint, right, this looks good, like up, back down, up. Things are just out of alignment. It's not real consistent. I'll keep an eye on it, but for me, really to get back into it, and I like playing BA. All right, so our 10x bars are still green though, right? So we're still in a nice uptrend. We've got trend and momentum. This may just be 252. I'm gonna keep an eye on BA. If anything happens, I'll alert it. but we want to get those 260, 257, 50s. That would be the move. So that would be 257 this week's. All right, we got another alert. Snap, falling wedge forming. They are hitting July calls at 60. All right, let me check out Snap real quick, and then I gotta run. Oh, the Qs. You want to look at QQQ? All right, the algo, I bet. Not www. All right, this is trading with price action. The was only curled down. It rejected off of a block trade that came in. Lots of them in the last 7 days. I'm just going to look at the last 3 days. Tons of dark pools. Currently maintaining a nice little uptrend. Don't like this pullback. The algo has traded with price action, basically. Just trying to see which trend it's using as support, right? Nice little uptrend. If we can bounce off of 336, right? We've got some dark pools right here. Got one there, and here, and here. We got a bunch of them. We do have one regular block trade that came in. It's gonna be pretty interesting. It'll be this one here. So the algo is basically trading on a line. Look for the algo to curl. Right, if the algo curl bounces off this line, it heads back up, it's going to pull price action with it. If it breaks below this line, it's going to come back down and test each one of these levels on its way back down. So did it again. All right, Twitter. All right, I'll check Twitter. Is this a little mini cup and handle? Maybe. 39-minute squeeze just fired. That's positive. Our bars are still yellow, so just kind of neutral, right? But they're not green, so we may be a little early. Stack positive moving averages. Nice strong uptrend. We're maintaining the 50, the 8, the 21, the 34, and is that VWAP? The 5 or the 50 SMA, top of the 200. Kind of choppy as far as our 35, 34 EMAs. I mean, we've got room. We've got a demand zone or supply zone starting at 340. I will keep an eye on the Qs. QQQ. Watch. QQQ. Oh, WWE, right? Look at that pop. Oh my god. So that's a $5 pop overnight. Came back down. It's testing the 21. I don't know what's going on with the market these days. This is just bananas. If WWE, it's at 62 right now. So look, it broke above highs. There's going to be a lot of happy people this morning on WWE. So we're trading at this 62. We're trading above this level here. We hit 64, we came back down. Fourth wave, we're in a fifth wave of an Elliott wave. Fifth wave triggered. Yeah, this is bananas. All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on WWE. Sorry, I was looking at the cues and got sidetracked. All right, the cues, second wave, look for a third wave down, possible 4-hour mid at 336.55, break at 336.55. I see 344, or excuse me, 334.50, and that's on QQQ. Contrarian, if we maintain 337, right? If we break 337, look for a potential final holding at 336.50. A break at that, and we're hitting 334. If we maintain 337 at the morning, look for a move to 338 and potentially 339. That's QQQ, right? So break 337, fall into 336.5, break of that going to 334. If we hold 337, move to 338, 338.5, then 339. Okay, that's the QQQ. All right, Twitter, and then I really do gotta run. Twitter's gonna be the last one. Nice sloping uptrend, rising 200 SMA on the 4-hour. We're riding the 8 EMA currently. What was that block? $820, $70 call. And we do still have a gap to fill to 64. We're currently riding the 382 retracement from previous high to low. Right, we're uptrending, consolidating MACD, consolidating histogram. 4-hour squeeze. If it fires, it may fire to the upside since we've got our stack moving averages. If it does, look for a play to 61 for resistance of the 200 and the 50%. A break of 61, we fill the gap to 64, right? A break of 64, then we start running into some supply zone issues, right there. That one. Right, 66.75 to 68.39. There's gonna be a little bit of resistance there on our way to 73. So those sweeps that came in, definitely. I don't want to. I don't like holding options for that long. I'm more of a momentum player. So resistance of the 4-hour Keltner channel top at 60. A break of 60.45 or a break of 60.40. Yeah, break of 60.41. We can move back up to the 50% retracement at 61. Like I said, a break of that at 61. And all right, this is the move we want to play here. This 60.40 to 64, right? 60.40 to 64. Don't think we're going to get there this week. Maybe next week, right? The 65's got a ton of options. Like, we'll keep an eye on it. I want to see it break. Right, I want to see it break 60.40 before I get into it. So That's it. All right. I'll keep an eye on Twitter, but to be honest with you, right now, it's going to run into 60. It's going to hit 60 and reject. If it may break through it, but like I said, a break a 60-41 or 60-40, then it's got some breathing room. It doesn't have any overhead resistance. It's coming off the daily top. Just broke above the daily top cloud, but it's getting pancaked in between the 4-hour Keltner channel top. No squeezes to help thrust it out of there either. We do have some 10x bars that are positive, but again, 50 SMA overhead resistance. So it's at a key level, right? It needs to make some decisions here. So I'll keep an eye on it, Dylan. If anything happens, I'll tweet it, right? Looking at the algo real quick for Twitter. Yeah, the algo is just basically trading with price action. The algo's curled down. It's got a little bit of an uptrend it needs to maintain. This looks like a head and shoulders to me. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I gotta use red. All right, so you're trying to maintain this uptrend. The algo is curled down. You know, this could be head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, right? I'll keep an eye on it. If anything happens, I'll let you know. But it may just, yeah, it's getting squeezed right now. So, all right, thanks for joining me. I got to run. My name was Dark Bull Algo. I really appreciate you guys showing up today. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter at Dark Bull Algo, and make sure you hit like this video, subscribe, and then go turn on notifications. I'm going to get some sleep tonight, so I'm not so tired tomorrow. I apologize, I'm a little sluggish. Yeah, the review yesterday of those 14 stocks took a lot out of me. So